Good morning, how you going? Jason here from Residential Projects Australia. I've got very fortunate news because we've got Ben and Tulio from Grow & Co that are come down to Sydney and pay us a visit and have a talk about Queensland and property management and everything that's up there. And yeah, we're really fortunate to have these guys on board. These are fantastic strategic partners of ours. And we're really excited about being involved with these guys because they're so passionate about property management. They're so passionate, in fact.
We love property management.
Yeah. So they brought us donuts this morning. So,
we also love donuts.
Yeah. So I just thought I'd ask these guys a couple of quick questions while you're here. We'll keep it short and things like that. But guys, do you want to? Thanks very much for coming down. And do you want to tell us a little bit about why you started Grow & Co?
Yeah, absolutely. So Grow & Co was conceived towards the end of last year, 2017. Tulio and I both come from very lengthy real estate backgrounds, working with investors who are purchasing both existing property and also newly built property. We found that the management of those two types of property was very different and needed a specialised service for each. So we developed our business around the management of properties for investors who are using property as a vehicle to generate wealth. So, and we've had some really great results so far.
Yeah, also as well, one of the main things that made us go into business and create Grow & Co was the idea that the client deserves the service, that they promised in the beginning. I find that with big brands, and out there, real estate agencies that it's big and they promise something and the reality is another thing, and Grow & Co, we want to make sure what we're offering is exactly what they're receiving, and that's the core of the business, like the communication, the highest rental return, the perfect tenant for the property, and leasing this property very quickly. We understand that the investor needs that cash return, that cash flow back into the bank account to pay the mortgage. So, that's what we're all about.
Awesome. Well, you actually stole my second question. I was going to actually ask you why, what is the difference between Grow & Co and other property management? But from my experience being in, property investment now for a long time, property management can have a very negative. A lot of people have a very negative experience about property management and I think probably one of the most complained about things is really like communication. Is that they don't feel that they just feel like they're a number. That there's no love and care and attention. And I know that one of the reasons why we love you guys as strategic partners is the amount of passion and the amount of communication, and like a lot of your unique selling points has been about answering people's phone call immediately. And that is incredibly important to I know to our clients, but also to us as well.
Absolutely.
We came from a very competitive market. The Gold Coast market is booming right now, and it's very competitive. There's an agency every corner. So my market was dealing with second-hand properties, with established homes, and once you have a contact with someone, you gotta be intense, you gotta be on the ball, otherwise somebody else is gonna get the business. And that's what we implemented in Grow & Co, and we're using those skills to communicate with the owner.